Panera Bread, Hy-Vee, Quick Trip, Taco Bell, Harbor Freight, Starbucks, those are just some of the businesses in development or under construction in Blaine.
Backed by continued growth in residential development, commercial development is booming, making 2018 one of the busiest development years in recent memory.
So we have new development going on all over the community.
Blaine is on track for a massive year in development.
We are having a record year as far as value in development this year. We're looking at over $200 million worth of development, and we've never touched those numbers before.
And the most talked about development in town hasn't even made it through the approval process yet.
We've been working with Hy-Vee for almost over a year now. There's been a lot of site prep that they've had to go through and a lot of due diligence. The site they're looking at is unique with the soil conditions that they have there, so they've been doing a lot of work determining what needs to be done as far as soil improvements, wetlands, and so forth. So we were anxious to get their formal application, and we finally got that, and they're going through the approval process through the Planning Commission and City Council.
Hy-Vee is looking to build on a 40-acre vacant site at Main Street and Jefferson. The site near Roosevelt Middle School was once a farm and has been empty for many years. Hy-Vee had its first formal review in Blaine this week.
Whenever development like this is brought forward, they go to the Planning Commission first, and that happened on September 11th, and the Planning Commission did recommend approval of the project.
Next, the City Council will review the plan and hear from anyone in the community who wishes to speak to them about the project. Hy-Vee will be on the Council agenda on October 4th. If approved, construction is expected to start on the site this fall.
So at this time, Hy-Vee is proposing an 85,000 square foot store. That's a little bit smaller than their typical footprint. Typically, they do 95,000 square feet. That's what we've seen in Oakdale and Brooklyn Park and some of their other locations. But to increase the setback from the adjacent residential neighborhood, they wanted to shrink the size of the store. So they'll have that. It'll have a liquor component. It'll have the restaurant and a lot of things that you see at the Brooklyn Park location. And they'll also have the gas station component with the adjacent Starbucks coffee on the front end. But they also have room for additional development as well. They showed us a concept plan that had senior housing and retail, but that's just what it is at this point. It's conceptual.
Other development projects are farther along and several are under construction.
Taco Bell just broke ground on their new store on the south side of 117th next to the AutoZone. And on the north side, Harbor Freight is starting to do some site work. So those two projects will be going on this fall, winter, and next spring. And then next spring, we anticipate groundbreaking on the Cedar Point Apartments, which was approved by our City Council on the corner of 117th and Ulysses. And then Quick Trip has a site on the opposite corner. So a lot of activity on 117th and Ulysses.
The Quick Trip at 117th is just one of 3 new stores Quick Trip is bringing to Blaine.
Quick Trip is building two new locations currently, one on 105th and Radisson, which is very visible next to the National Sports Center, and then over near the Parkside North development at 102nd and Lexington Avenue.
Commercial development also includes a new hotel expected to be open in time for next summer's inaugural 3M Open, and a new Panera near Super Target on 65. Additionally, 2 large industrial projects are underway.
We have 2 big industrial projects that are going to be breaking ground here this fall as well. The most notable one is Crown Ironworks. This is a project that we've been working on for about 2 years. They're looking to do a 70,000 square foot building over off of Maple Street. This is going to be their global headquarters. A lot of high-paying jobs. They're going to be bringing about over 100 new jobs to Blaine, so we're excited about that. And the other industrial project is Protofab Engineering, which is a great success story of an existing Blaine business that is doing so well that they're expanding and building a new facility in Blaine. Those are always great stories to hear.
Blaine also continues to experience residential development growth, which has led to this boom in commercial development. And according to Eric, the development won't slow down anytime soon.
The large developments, especially the apartment projects that we're going to see, those projects are $50 million a piece. And then you add all of our residential and commercial activity, we will be probably well into the $200 million range again for 2019. So things are definitely not slowing down, and in fact, they're increasing.
For North Metro TV News, Ben Hale reporting.
The website, blainebiz.com, is a great resource to keep you up to date on all the developments in the community. You are also encouraged to contact city staff with any development questions that you have.